All right, everybody, come on in. Y'all know how we do struggle streaming already. We're getting ready for Foodie Fridays with Maggie on Food Talk TV. Thank you so much for being here. Jessica Jurgen is here across the pond. You all know on Fridays I have a dedicated stream on Food Talk TV. So if you want to engage, you can go over to TikTok. We are going to be making an Asian what is this? Asian tuna salad that came up in my feed. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I just like to come on here and say hello. Hello, Nestle. All right, let me put my devices on Do Not Disturb. Let me get my uniform on. It is time. So if you all see me looking at this camera, it's because I'm on Food Talk TV, but I always bring you all behind the scenes so you can see everything. Okay, hello, Nestle, Dre, and Adonai. So I come on before the stream, and then when I end on TikTok, I will come on or stay on with you all. So if you have questions or whatever, you can ask me at the end. All right. So let's get our uniform on. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me get myself in my painter's apron. Let's see, is this going to be a lot today? Because I got a sweatshirt on. I don't know. What are we thinking? Come on in. Hopefully everybody had a good Friday. It kind of matches. I'm wearing gray today. That was on accident. Y'all, it's like getting in a, what's it? Straight jacket. But I think we're good. Hello, Dre. Hello, the comments. Thank you, everybody. All right, so we are going to start. We're going to go on Food Talk TV. Do I need my fan? I think I'll be all right. All right, everything good? All right, y'all ready? All right. Now I'm hot. Let me get my fan. Just in case. Just in case. All right. I hope I charged it. Y'all know I'm a woman of a particular age. So we got the struggle fan here. I feel like it sounds so janky because it is. We'll see if I can make it without it. Let's go, y'all. Hello, Mansa. Hello, everybody. Come on in. All right, let's get started. Make sure I can read the comments. All right, everybody, come on in. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Today we are making an Asian tuna salad. I wanted to say coleslaw because I am going to use coleslaw as part of the ingredients, but we haven't gotten there yet. So make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV. Food Talk TV has daily cooking content with different cooking creators. I'm with you all on Fridays from 5 p.m., but there's somebody every day of the week, and you can always learn something. The recipe is at foodtoktv.com. So thank you all so much. Already Daphne coming in with the badge. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rachel. Man, you all are coming in hot. Thank you. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me show you all the recipe that came up in my feed, and then we are going to make it with a few substitutions. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So you can always have the full flavor, but if you need to make some swaps, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so we got a little something for me. Then I learned I got to pick up Marcus from work today, so maybe we'll make a little something heartier for him. All right, so let's see what we're making. This recipe is coming from Salt and Pepper. Looks like a father and son cooking page, and I absolutely love that. Love getting the family in the kitchen. All right, so let me see if I can share with y'all. Turn up the sound.
Guys, you really love. Oh my God. Today we're making this delicious Asian tuna salad.
If you're looking for an easy snack that's got high protein, easy to make, and super delicious, this is the recipe for you.
Let's get right into it. Start off by adding our drained tuna into a bowl.
All right.
Some soy sauce, Kewpie mayo. If you don't have Kewpie mayo, regular mayonnaise will do just fine. This is optional, but if you like a little bit of heat, you should add in some sriracha.
Okay.
A little bit of sesame oil and a dash of black pepper. For our veggies, we're going to dice up some celery. We want to cut them pretty thin. This will give it that nice crunch. Green onions.
Thank you
For
for
the last
the
of our
roses.
veggies, we're going to shave in some carrots.
Some crushed seaweed. And lastly, some sesame seeds. I'm going to take my first bite like this.
We like to eat it with a little bit of extra seaweed.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is really good.
All right, right, so what do you all think? If you like tuna salad, today is the day for you if you are team savory. If you like that Asian flavor, nice and strong, fishy, like the seaweed and the tuna and all that, today is for you. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for the badges. Thank you all so much. So if you are Team Savory, I think you're going to love this recipe. Have I ever made it before? No. Has that ever stopped us? No. So we are going to recreate this with a few substitutes, and I'm going to show you all what I'm using, and then I'm going to make some in some cucumber boats. So we'll do a low carb version for me, and then I'm actually going to cook some rice and fry an egg because I'm thinking about making the onigirazu for Marcus. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. We already have over 600 likes. Thank you. Make sure you tap and share. Thank you, Florence, for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's clean off the counters, wash my hands, and then we're going to start making some rice so it can be cooking. We'll chop up our veggies, and then this is really like a no-cook recipe. So if you don't have a stove or if you don't like turning on the stove, this is one of those recipes for you. All right, so let's clean off our cooking area. I'm very excited. I want a nice like crunch. So I'm very excited about that. And since this uses canned tuna, this is a great recipe that you can have with, mostly shelf-stable ingredients and then whatever you have on hand for fresh veggies. All right. Let me know if you all eat tuna salad. I know this is one of those like low budget sandwiches that we used to eat growing up, but if you put a twist on yours, I'd love to hear. Thank you, Kelky, for the gifts. We're over 1,000 likes, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure you're tapping and sharing. And welcome to Foodtoktv. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. You can find me on your favorite platforms. And I'm with you all on Foodtoktv on Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. All right, let me clean my hands. All right, so we are going to start with some struggle rice. So you all know I love using the rice cooker for all kind of recipes. Now this rice is not part of this recipe, but I want to go ahead and set it and forget it and just give you all a couple little hacks that my mom taught me. We are going to use the struggle rice cooker 5000. It just came from Walmart. I'm just wiping it off, y'all. You can get these at any of the stores under $20. And if you don't like standing over the stove, this is a great staple in Asian families, Caribbean families, African families like mine. There's always a pot of rice. Speaking of Africa, if you want to go to Ghana with me, I'm hosting a trip December to remember. I've posted it everywhere. We're having a Q&A Zoom call. You can come get all of your questions answered. It's tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. Yes, and you can also register. The link is where I posted it on all of my pages. There's a Google form. Just add your email there. If you're unable to listen live, I will email you the recording. All right, so this is just a simple rice cooker, no name brand, Aroma from Walmart. All right, so we have some rice. This would also work if you have leftover rice. Thank you all so much for all the gifts. We're over 1,600 likes. So I have some, it says enriched extra fancy. Y'all know me, why be regular when you can be extra? So my mom taught me 1 cup of rice for 2 cups of liquid. So since rice is our limited ingredient, we are going to measure out how much rice we have first and then double up the water, all right? But we will wash it. I've got a little bowl. I know some of y'all wash your rice, some of y'all don't. I am not the food police. Do what works for you. All right, thank you, Trini Cooks, for the badges. You all are so generous. Come on in, we're over 1,800 likes. Welcome to Foodtoktv. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making an Asian tuna salad. So I'm very excited. If we have any sushi lovers in the house, this is your flavor profile, all right? I'm not a huge sushi girl, but I do like that salty, crunchy seaweed. All right, so let's measure what we have now. We have a little bit under about 3/4 cup of rice. So that means to double it, we need 1.5 cups of water. We will use water today. So let me put this in a bowl. This is the bowl we're gonna make the tuna in, but I'm just gonna put this in a bowl and then I'm gonna cover it with water and I'm just going to rinse it maybe like 3 times. So we'll see. When you first put the water on the rice, it's going to be cloudy and we want to get all that starch and other stuff off. if you rinse. All right, so just enough just enough water to cover the rice. I'm just gonna kind of get in here with my hands and you can see how the water is cloudy. Sometimes people will do it until the water is clear, so whatever works for you. All right, let me get a little strainer and I'm going to strain this. I want to at least be able to see the rice, and you can see that we can't see the rice. All right, so let's go ahead and drain and then do that 2 more times. All right, so a little bit more. All right, come on in, everybody. We're over 2,300 likes. Thank you so much. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making a Asian tuna salad. All right, so I'm going to make the low carb version for me. But we have a 17-year-old growing boy who is working. He's a lifeguard at the YMCA, and Dad just asked me to pick him up. So I'm going to eat half, and I'm going to take half to him. But the half that I'm going to take to him, I'm going to make a onigirazu version. All right. So a little bit more clear or less cloudy. One more drain, and then we'll call it on the third one. All right. Doesn't have to be perfect. None of us are perfect, and that's okay. That's one of the things I love about cooking. You're never a master of your craft. You can always learn from somebody. Pat Ray says, yummy, sounds tasty. We got Robin's Cruise Connections, our travel agent. Y'all, I love to travel. If you want to cruise with me, we have the 3rd annual Maggie Meetup Cruise this November. It's a big one. I'll be turning 50 this year, so we're going to celebrate my 50th. Something came through. We're going to celebrate my 50th on Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas. Everything I'm talking about, the Ghana trip, my channels, all of it is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. All right. So you can go to my LinkTree and you can find everything there. So I think we're good. Let's go ahead and drain and get this started. Let's get it started. All right. So I'm just using regular white rice. You can use jasmine rice. You could use leftover rice, whatever. But if you're feeding men or you're feeding boys, growing boys like I have, I always like to give them an extra starch. They can manage the calories. Okay. So we have our struggle rice cooker here. Let me get a spatula. Well, I think it's in the dishwasher. Okay. So remember we had 3/4 cup of rice. So our double volume for that is 1.5 cups. All right, do a little bit of struggle math. So I'm gonna put that in here. So just a couple hacks you all can do in the rice cooker. You can make regular plain rice like we're gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit something to it. I'll show you all. But usually my go-to for rice, instead of cooking it in water, is to cook it in chicken broth. All right, so when we cook it in chicken broth, it gives it like an umami kind of flavor. All right, umami kind of flavor, so you all can have that savory chicken flavor. And that's the way my mom taught me when we were making baby food for the boys. We would cook their vegetables in chicken broth so they kind of get the taste of meat before they eat meat. So just a little hack, you can kind of level up your rice and make it taste better than just plain rice. Unless you want a plain white rice, like especially in Asian cuisine like this, you do want a plain white rice. Let me rinse this because you want the star of the show to be all the other stuff. Over 3,500 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are making an Asian tuna salad. All right. Thank you, Mustard Queen, for the gifts. Pat Ray says, I cook all the time in a rice cooker. All you have to do is put the rice in the colander and wash it. Yes, absolutely. You all, I think this rice cooker comes with a like a steamer. You could also put vegetables on top here. If you're like a one-stop shop, I think about our students, our truckers, our travel nurses. Thank you for the flowers, Ivory. People who may not have access to a proper kitchen, you can use the rice cooker. Y'all, I did a struggle stream. We actually made a pancake in the rice cooker. I know. All right, so now we need water. So let me measure out 1.5. So I was telling you all, you can cook with water like what I'm going to do today. I usually cook with chicken broth. And then if you want to go island vibes, if you want it to be like nice and Caribbean-esque, use coconut milk as your liquid. Okay, so option 1 is water as your liquid. Option 2 is chicken broth as your liquid. Option 3 is coconut milk as your liquid. You can put some cilantro in there, some beans if you want to. Man, that's like a whole meal. All right. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, what we're going to do now is go back. My mom used to put a little bit of butter and salt. All right. So we're just going to do water, butter, and salt. And since this is going to go to Marcus, I'm going to do regular butter. I have proper butter for him. All right. So usually for me, I do a dairy-free butter, but we have just some regular. This is unsalted. So I'm just going to put, I don't know, a tablespoon in here. Just cut off a pat of butter, drop it in there, and then salt it, and then let the rice cooker do its thing. Then we're going to get started. All right. Let us cut this. And the rice and salt just gives it some fat and salt, some flavor. Completely optional, but it does kind of give your rice a little bit of character. All right. So just like a tablespoon going directly into the pot. And then I'm going to salt it. Let's see. Pretty generously. We want good flavor. All right. All right, so that's it. So your simple rice cooker struggle recipe. Let's go ahead and turn this on and get it out of the way. It's one button. That's it. So our rice is going to be doing its thing off to the side. Okay, so for our tuna salad, again, if you're just coming in, this is what we're making. So we've got a few veggies that we need to chop, all right? Now, in this recipe, they use celery. I'm not a fan of celery. It's got like a little bite to it that I don't like. So I'm going to replace the celery with cucumber. So we're going to cut up half of the cucumber and put it inside the tuna salad. Excuse me. That gives you that nice crunch, and you can get full off of veggies, which are lower in calories. So we're going to substitute cucumber for our celery. They also use shredded carrots, and I'm going to substitute, instead of actual carrots, I have the coleslaw mix that has carrots in it. So you get a little bit of that sweetness, but less sugar. So just giving you all some substitutes. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, you may have to make some swaps. And then green onion. We're going to go ahead and use regular green onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop all of it, and we'll get it in a container to freeze. All right. So this is literally one of those recipes where you just cut up everything and put it together. All right, so let's get our cutting board, and we're going to start with the green onion, and I'm actually going to put those in a meal prep container because we're not going to use all of it. So let me grab some containers. All right. So those of you all who eat out, don't throw these away. You can use them for leftovers. You can use them for ingredients like I'm getting ready to. Also, when you're hosting, I know Super Bowl is coming up. I do this at Thanksgiving. Aw, Cindy loves the kitchen. Thank you, sweetheart. I love it too. It's my happy place. My cutting board is moving, so let me just put a wet paper towel underneath, give it a little bit of structure. That's another hack because you want your cutting board to be stable. I'm just going to get a paper towel, wet it slightly, and then just open it up, put it underneath your cutting board, or you could do a wet kitchen towel. There you go. All right, so we have safety first. So anyway, I was talking about these containers, you all. Don't toss them out, all right? Save the trees if you care, but honestly, use them for leftovers. When I'm cooking for my man, cooking for family, I always plate some and then cook extra to send home, and then use them for ingredients like we're getting ready to. Also, when I host Thanksgiving, Christmas, Super Bowl party, I always set the table with these so people can eat what they want and then take it to go. That helps me from continuing to eat on stuff I don't need to. All right. So just giving you all some hacks. We have some struggle green onions. I'm going to open these up and cut all of them. I know I was doing really well with my veggies, but you know, sometimes you buy them and you think you're going to use them, and then before you know it, they're looking kind of sad. Amber says you love those containers. Yes, sweetheart. I get them at Walmart. You can also buy them as well too. All right, so we have some green onions that are starting to look a little sad. So let's rinse everything. We'll peel off the stems that are looking kind of sad, and we'll cut up the rest, okay? Let's move the bowl. So come on in, everyone. Welcome to Foodtoktv. We're over 5,000 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Today we are making an Asian tuna salad. So if you are a sushi lover, today is your flavor profile. Flavor profile. We got Team Savory, Team Umami in the house. So I know you all will like that. So let's just do a few of these at a time. And let me get my container and we'll scrape them in here. And another hack that I saw, you all, you can freeze green onions. I know, sounds crazy, but they're so lightweight. When you cut them, instead of putting them in the fridge and they go bad, I've been putting them in the freezer. And then when you want to just put them in your soup or ramen bowl, they literally just come back to life. Really easy. Easy peasy, onion squeezy. All right. So hope everybody's doing well. We're just going to chop up some green onions. Welcome to Foodtoktv. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today I am teaching you all how to make something I have never made before. But that's okay. It's never stopped us. We make it together. I saw this recipe come up in my feed for an Asian tuna salad. So your regular tuna salad, you can just make it with a can of drained tuna. You can just do mayo and relish, right? But you could get really fancy. You could add mustard to it. You could do, actually, let me not waste y'all's time on this. The recipe calls for 3 green onions. I'll chop the rest later. So let's go ahead and get this in here. But you can add, paprika, and all kind of stuff in there. Let me know what else you all like on your tuna salad. So we're gonna have some onion, all kind of stuff. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and finish the chopping. I'll leave them there. So if you don't like regular onion, white onion, or yellow onion, maybe it's a little too pungent for you, I think green onion is a great substitute. I like the green color. Also, it's just got a brightness to it. Maybe that's why they call it spring onion, so it's not as harsh. And I think it just goes well. It's a wonderful garnish. I think it looks pretty on top of everything. It's going to stand out in our tuna salad really nice. You can put them in a soup. You can put them in a salad. You can use them as a topping, whatever you like. All right. So we have our green onions, 3. So let's just go ahead and start putting everything in the bowl. All right. Kay loves capers in your tuna salad. Tisa likes celery seed. That sounds amazing. Y'all, we're over 6,000 likes. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Welcome to Foodtoktv. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We are making an Asian tuna salad. All right. So let me just wipe this out. Oh, wipe it out. Wipe it out. Wipe it out. Oh my God. My kids are going to be so embarrassed. Oh, it's walk it out. Oh, it's not wipe it out. Sorry. Okay, look. If you're new here, I make up my own words. Y'all knew the song, okay? Just allow me to have my moments. That's funny. All right, I'm going to turn on my struggle fan. All right, so our rice is doing its thing. So what do we need here? I think we need a can of tuna. So let's go into the comments. 1 can of tuna. Let's just put the ingredients together, okay? Because clearly I need to keep my day job. All right, so I have this humongous can of tuna. This one came from Kroger. You can do, I know, right, y'all? You can do the small can, but I'm going to do this big can because we like it chunky and it's extra protein and just because we're team greedy. Thank you for the badges, Mrs. Smith. Look, y'all. I have no words. Okay, so this is chunk tuna in water. So let's go ahead and open this up. And then we're going to drain it and pour it in the bowl. Everything's going to go into this bowl, and then we're just going to stir it up. Bill, darling, stir it up. Somebody stop me. Okay, focus, Maggie. All right, sometimes you just have random thoughts. My random thoughts are musical, and it's not going to change. Hi, Diaz. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Laura. All right. So let's go ahead and, what is this? Open this up with the can opener. Y'all, I'm used to the electric one. Let me do this over the sink because I'm struggling. I don't want it to spill. If you spill tuna juice on you, just go take a shower. It's over. It's over, okay? You just can't get right. You just cannot get right. You're not going to wipe it out or blot it out. That is funny. Okay, so we have our can of tuna open. Let's drain it properly in the sink. All right, be very careful with the tuna juice. Cindy says, sing Marvin Gaye. Y'all, this is a cooking show. Let's get cooking. I'm sorry, y'all. You do not want me to start singing. We got 7,000 likes. Thank you so much. Susan gives her tuna to the cat. I understand. Yeah, you know what? Hey, it's not for everybody, and that's totally fine. So we're going to try and dress it up and see if we like it. All right. So let's open this up. And this one actually looks like tuna. You know, some of them just look like mush. This one actually looks like tuna. So I'm going to put the whole can in. I'm sure the recipe calls for the small can, but we are team greedy over here and we want all of it. Let me get a spoon. No tuna left behind. So we're going to dump this. Dump this in here. All right, so 1 can of tuna. And of course, we're going to taste for quality control because I haven't had tuna in a few days. Not bad. A little plain. Susan says I'm a whole vibe. Thank you. A little plain. Let's keep going. All right, so we have our can of tuna. Whew, we're gonna get right, y'all. All right, and then 1/2 tablespoon of soy sauce. So let me give you all another substitute. All right. Let's get it on. Oh, you give the tuna water to the cat. Oh, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Y'all are coming in with the jokes. I love it. Go ahead. Give me your best tuna jokes. You give tuna water to the cat. I'm not into animals, but that's a great idea. I guess if they like the tuna, it's like just drinking chicken broth. I guess it's like fish broth. Never heard of that. Thank you, Savage, for the badges. All right. So the recipe calls for soy sauce. You can absolutely have soy sauce if you are not sensitive to soy. I'm a mom of boys. We don't give soy to the boys. Hello, Foodie in Washington, D.C. Soy does promote estrogen, so I don't give it to teenage boys or men. So a substitute that I use is coconut aminos. This gives you that kind of soy flavor without soy. Another thing, you all, I don't know if you know this, but soy actually contains soy sauce. A lot of them contain gluten too. And look, if you can have it, have some for me. But gluten, some people don't tolerate it well. When you're trying to eat clean, sometimes there's extra ingredients in there. You don't even know what it is. I'm not measuring today. We're just going to put it in here. All right. Savage says all the tuna you've been getting is mushy. Sometimes when I open it up, it looks really mushy. This one has kind of flaked a little bit like, actual fish. So let's go ahead and put in the soy sauce. So that's going to give us some flavor. All right. The next ingredient is mayonnaise. Now, in the recipe, the family says to use QP mayonnaise, which is the Japanese mayo. I've had it before. I don't have it today. So we're going to use this McCormick mayonnaise, and it's got lime juice in it. So it's a mayonnaise, but it's got a little bit of a zip, a little bit of a zing to it. All right. So we're just going to put a big dollop in here. So far, just tuna and soy sauce. And then we're just going to put a nice, big tablespoon or 2. Let me see what the recipe says. For the full recipe, everything is at Foodtoktv.com. 2.5 tablespoons of mayo. Now, you could save some calories by doing less mayo or light mayo. I also did a struggle, make your own mayo. There's all kind of recipes for that. But I would just say do it to your liking. So I did this much, all right, kind of like a blob. All right, so we'll keep the spoon in there for stirring. And then next is sriracha. I do have some sriracha. If you don't like heat, you can omit it. But I do like a little bit of heat, especially because tuna is like a mild fish. And then all these cooling ingredients. We've got the crispy onion. We've got the mayo. So a nice little sriracha is good. So let me grab some. Okay. Some of y'all put this on everything, and hot sauce and these type of sauces are low in calorie too. Hello, Maria. Thank you so much for being here. We're over 10,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodtoktv. Foodtoktv is where there's different cooking content every day of the week. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I'm with you all Fridays at 5, and I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for tapping and sharing. All right, so far, a can of tuna, soy sauce, mayo, and let's go in with the sriracha. All right, about that much. The recipe says 1.5 tablespoons, so about that much more. All right, do everything to your liking. And this is a recipe, since nothing is raw, you can taste as you go, but I'm just going to let the ancestors talk to me today. All right, next thing we need is sesame oil. Oh, thank you, Maria. Maria. I think there's a song with Maria in it. Dun, 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 dun. It escapes me. All right, next thing is sesame oil. So this is very common in a lot of Asian cuisine. It's got a nuttiness to it because it's made from sesame seeds. A little goes a long way. Sesame oil is not a cooking oil. This is more of a finishing oil, like a drizzling oil. It just gives it like a nice silkiness, a nice mouthfeel, but then it's got like a warmth to it. I don't know how to explain it. You only need a splash, 1/2 tablespoon. So that much, all right? That might have been much. But be careful because this is kind of high on the calories and you can omit this completely, all right? Mignon says, Maggie, thanks. You're welcome. What did I do? But you're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, so welcome in everybody. It's Foodtoktv. We're over 11,000 likes. Our rice is doing its thing, y'all. Our rice is percolating over here. I'm gonna do that for Marcus later. Okay, so sriracha, sesame oil, black pepper. So let's go in here with the pepper. We do have some sriracha. So the recipe calls for 1/2 teaspoon. So just to your liking. I don't mind a little heat. Oh, I can smell it. It's getting in the sinuses, all right? So black pepper. And then now we're gonna go to the rest of the veggies. So I'm just gonna set this aside. So far, tuna. Oh, thank you, Nupi. We have tuna, mayo, sriracha. Soy sauce substitute for me is coconut aminos. Thank you so much, Nupi, for the gift, and sesame oil. All right. So the recipe calls for celery. I'm not doing celery. We are actually going to do cucumber. All right. So whatever cruciferous vegetable that you like, you can use it. If you like celery, go for it. For me, celery has like a bite to it that I don't really care for. All right, so let's get in here. And then we're gonna cut 1/2 of the celery, and then we're gonna use the other 1/2 for like cucumber boats. Just have an idea, all right? Oh, you're welcome, Mignon. Happy to help you all. This recipe came up in my feed. Let's give our little cucumber a wash. All right. So again, if you're trying to get full on mostly, low calorie foods, vegetables are great, especially cruciferous vegetables that have a lot of water, a lot of crunch to them are going to be great for, feeling full without having something calorie dense. All right. So this one, we'll do this side for the boat. So I'm just going to cut this in 1/2 and I'm going to probably scoop out the middle. Thank you, Barbara, for the flowers. It smells so good and so fresh. I don't know. I feel like I should cut, I want to do this, y'all. I just think of things like I want to take it and put it on my eyes. It just feels so cooling. Focus, Maggie. All right. Crunchy, naturally sweet. All right, so we are going to cut this up, and he says to cut it kind of small because in the tuna salad, you want everything to be kind of homogeneous. You want a nice bite. So let's do our 1/2 moons here, and then we're just going to cut this. Actually, I'll quarter them, and we're going to put this inside our tuna salad. You know what? I think I'll do even more. Oh, it's so good. When you're trying to eat less sugar, you are going to go through withdrawal. I am not a doctor. Do not listen to me. But if you're trying to avoid sugar, it takes a while, but once you push through, you start to taste the sweetness in fruits and vegetables that was always there. But when you're eating so much artificial sugar, like we all do, you just need things extra sweet. And then it's just kind of like, I can't taste it. But you're going to, go through a lot. You're going to be cranky. You're going to feel like you got to have it. But, if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, sometimes you have to make different choices. So hopefully this is helpful. All right. Thank you so much. Day is sending the tiramisu. Thank you, Lena, for the chilies. Thank you, everybody. So appreciative. All right. So we have cucumber here. We have green onion here. These cucumbers, let me see if I can spoon this out. I want to try and do, since we're doing a tuna salad, I want to do it in a cucumber boat. So I'm just going to use a spoon and kind of get in here. You could do a variety of ways. I'm just going to take the middle part out. It's all watery. It's kind of giving me like a nice little water spray. All right, so I just wanted to hollow this one out, and I'm going to put it on a plate. You could also do little slices like this if you're doing Super Bowl party and you want some healthier alternative. Thank you, Tweet. You want some healthier alternatives, you can put your tuna salad on these and eat them open faced. You could make 2 of these cucumber slices and make it like a little, not ice cream sandwich, but tuna sandwich, like veggie, low carb tuna sandwich. Lots of different ideas, y'all. So again, just the cucumber cut in half, and I'm just taking a spoon and I'm just going down in towards the end and scraping the middle part. And it's on the cutting board, but I like it. So I'm going to keep it in here. If you don't like it, you can toss it. All it is water and fiber, which is good for all of us. All right, so we have 2 cucumber boats. So for our fancy presentation, our tuna salad is going to go in here. Or if you can have a sandwich, bread, or you could do crackers, whatever you like. All right. So that's our substitute for celery. All right. So I'm using cucumber, anything crunchy and cruciferous. And then the last thing is carrots. And I told you all, instead of carrots, I'm going to use, this is just a Walmart coleslaw. I love using this in 3 ways. All right, I just needed a moment. So good. Shannon says, is it dialysis friendly? I don't know, sweetheart. I'm not a doctor, but I think it's healthy. Maybe a lighter mayo or less mayo, but please don't ask me. I don't know, okay? We got over 11,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodtoktv, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we're making an Asian tuna salad. All right, so the recipe calls for carrots, and you can see here, this is just Walmart tricolor coleslaw. So you all can use this in 3 different ways. And this whole bag, I mean, a serving is just 20 calories, all right? So I love it. If you count calories, if you don't, ignore that part. But you can make this as an actual coleslaw and put the coleslaw dressing in and stir it up. But to me, that's a little bit on the heavier side. Second option, you can put this in a skillet with a little bit of oil and seasonings and make a wonderful stir fry. Maybe add some rice or some other stuff in it so you can actually cook this down without the coleslaw dressing. And then the third option is what we're going to do, use it as an ingredient or a lettuce substitute or a carrot substitute. Carrots are naturally sweet. I want a little bit less sugar, so that's why I'm using this. All right. Ooh, y'all, our rice is almost done. How much of this? I'm looking at it. Carrots, a cup. So I'm just going to do a handful. Oh, oops. Just going to do a handful of, well, I'll get the measuring cup so I don't look all the way homeless. All right, so we got a cup, but do as much or as little as you want. Ah, Shannon says you're going to try it. Yes, and she says her fluid intake is watched. So that's the other thing, you all, these vegetables, especially the cucumber and all this stuff, is going to help you stay hydrated. That's the other thing. If you hate drinking water, some people love it, but if you hate drinking water, fruits and veggies that are really hydrating are going to be an option for you. You will feel less dry mouth, your lips will be less chapped, your hands will be less ashy, unless you wash them 100 times like me. All right, so I'm going to use this as our carrot substitute. All right, and then sesame seeds. I'm very excited. So I have some sesame seeds, and it says a tablespoon, so a lot. You could probably use everything but the bagel seasoning. I have some Asian spice seasoning. I may add some of that on too as a garnish, really, really good. And then we'll probably put some extra sesame seeds on top for a garnish. That's a great hack. Whatever is going inside your food, save some of it. So let's say I'll save some of this cucumber, and let me save some of the green onion, and we'll sprinkle that on as a garnish. Because, you know, once you mix everything together, it just is like, eh. Claudia says you don't have Walmart in Manhattan. You can get coleslaw at any grocery store that has the bag salad. All right. So this one is just Walmart brand, but wherever you have your bag salads, your Fresh Express or whatever, you can get coleslaw. All right. Or just cut up some cabbage or shred a carrot. All right. The next thing I'm very excited is the seaweed snack. All right. So I bought this. So the recipe calls for the little small seaweeds, but this came from Kroger and they didn't have the snack size one. So I got the big ones. That's why I'm going to make Marcus the onigirazu. And I'll show you that after we get done. This one is really simple. So we're just going to, it says half of a quarter of a pack. So we'll take a few of these and we're going to crumble them up and put them inside the tuna salad. So again, if you are team umami, today is your day. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Yes, you do that. Wonderful. I'm glad you're getting hydrated. All right. So we have our seaweed sheets here. You all can use these for sushi. We're going to make Marcus's little rice sandwich. He loves a good ramen bowl, any of these flavors. So I'm just going to do, let me see, how many is this? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3, all 3 of them. So I'm just going to get the bowl and I'm just going to crumble this directly into our bowl. And you all can see literally it just disintegrates. It almost looks like fish food. That might have been a lot. All right. Now let's put everything in there and mix it together, okay? So come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is Foodtoktv. Our rice is just done. Let me take this off. Oh, let me show you all the rice. Rice, baby. So good, so good. So we just did regular white rice. The rice cooker just finished. I'm going to taste it. I put a little bit of butter and a little bit of salt. So this is a great way, moms or ladies, if you're cooking and you want something lighter for you, make the same food. Make it easy on yourself. So do the protein and the veggies for yourself, and then just add starch for your men, for your boys. Okay, they'll burn off the calories. Let me taste the rice. I would salt it a little bit more, but it's actually perfect because our tuna's got so much like fishy flavor. All right, I'm actually going to leave it off because I want it to cool down a little bit for the onigirazu. All right, so just putting the rice cooker pot over here so it can breathe. All right, so in the bowl we have tuna. We have, ooh, it smells so good. Soy sauce substitute, sesame seeds, sesame oil, sriracha, mayo, coleslaw with carrots. And then now I'm going to add all of this fresh veggie. Recipe calls for celery. I'm using cucumber. All right. So putting all of that in there. And the recipe calls for green onion. So I'm doing green onion too. I'm wondering if this is too much cucumber, but I'll save on the side. You could also just take your cucumber, toss this with a little bit of oil and salt and just eat it like a fresh salad. I think I might. All right, so let's stir it up. So excited. Oh my gosh, y'all. A little goes a long way. Again, this was just one can of tuna, but you see how much volume you get by adding all the other stuff. So if you need to stretch meals, I saw, recipe ingredients are expensive. Come on in, everybody. So if you need to stretch a meal, This is 1 can. It is a big can, but it was 1 can of tuna. And look at how much volume we're getting. So I'm just going to mix this well and then taste it, see how we like it. And then I'll put mine in the cucumber boats. And then I'm going to make something special for Marcus. So I got to pick him up from work. All right. So I think it looks good. Of course, we need to put it into something that looks a little bit more presentable. But let's taste. Let's get a little bit of everything. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, we got the seaweed. Y'all, hush. Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's my cow? Woo. Mm. Y'all, the heat comes up at the end. Hold up. Yes. Now, if you watch how they eat it with a little bit more seaweed. So I'm going to try it. Okay. Notice if you just came in.
Today we're making this delicious Asian tuna salad.
If you're looking for an easy snack that's got high protein, easy to make, and super delicious, this is the recipe for you.
Let's get right into it. Start off by adding our drained tuna into a bowl, some soy sauce, Kewpie mayo. If you don't have Kewpie mayo, regular mayonnaise will do just fine. This is optional, but if you like a little bit of heat, you should add in some sriracha.
Sriracha's working.
A little bit of sesame oil.
Yep.
And a dash of black pepper. For our veggies, we're going to dice up some celery.
Cucumber for
We
me.
want to cut them pretty thin. This will give it that nice crunch. Green onions.
For the last of our veggies, we're going to shave in some carrots.
Coleslaw for me.
Some crushed seaweed. And lastly, some sesame seeds. I'm going to take my first bite like this.
We like to eat it with a little bit of extra seaweed.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, y'all ready? Ah! Isn't that adorable? Father and son in the kitchen. I've taught both boys how to cook. My mom taught me and my brother how to cook. It's a wonderful life skill. Okay, so let's try with a little bit of seaweed, and then I'm gonna put it in the cucumber boat. So I want to try it their way. All right, so I'm just gonna get one of these. And these seaweed sheets, y'all, are only 10 calories per sheet. So enjoy. So I'm just gonna do this, fold it kind of like this, like they did. I guess I should get some chopsticks, try to be authentic. All right. Oh, y'all, the sriracha is working. So we have just a little square of seaweed. And let's get in here. Let's get a nice big chunk. You know you want it. Oh, yeah. Y'all, I'm so excited. Why? All right. So we're going to go in. We're going to go in. One moment. Mm. 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 10 out of 10. Y'all, this is so good. That extra seaweed gives you the crunch, gives you the salt. I need one more. Whew! I'm about to embarrass myself. Y'all, this is so good. Oh my God. Fresh, whew, salty, savory, umami. Y'all, I probably should have cut my cucumber just a little bit smaller. You'll be all right. One moment. Mm. 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 Okay, focus. Let's do a presentation. Y'all, I want to eat this. Okay. So for our presentation, we have, do I have seaweed in my teeth? We have the other half of the cucumber that we scooped out. We kind of hollowed out. And I'm just going to do, I don't think you need to, but I'm going to salt it a little bit. So yummy. I'm going to salt it a little bit because the vehicle of the first one, the seaweed, I'll see if I can do a little bit of these on the side. But y'all, seaweed, it's dry and crisp. When it's dry, it's crispy, but it's going to get wet and soggy really quickly. So you need to eat it like as soon as you, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm so excited. You need to eat the seaweed as soon as you put the wet stuff on it, okay? So let's salt the cucumber. I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar, so I'm pretty liberal with salt, but please do what works for you. I am not a doctor. And then I'll put a little bit of pepper on this too, just so our cucumber has some good flavor. The best recipes are when everything on their own tastes really good, and then together it's amazing. All right, so just salt and pepper the cucumber, and then I'm just gonna get the spoon. I'll get a clean one. I don't know, I've been dancing around. Okay, our rice is looking good. And I'm just going to load this up. All right. And then this will be your low carb version or a more sturdy vehicle. Ooh, you know what we could also do? Ooh, I got an idea. We'll put a few dollops of sriracha on there. All right. So you can get in there, get nice and greedy with your tuna salad. All right. Let's do the other one. Y'all, I'm so excited. I never made this before. I just see recipes, they come up in my feed, and I'm like, ooh, let's try it. Look at that big chunky bite of tuna. Who's the lucky person that's going to get that? Me? Sorry, y'all. I'm just too excited. If you did more carrots than slaw, it would probably be, starting to fall over. That's how I serve until it starts falling over. We can do one more spoon in the front. Y'all know. You know when you go to the cafeteria and they put that stuff in there, and you're like, go on in there. Go on in there, mama. Give me the full spoon. All right. Hello. Yes. Muva says put seaweed on top. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. So you have the flavor in your ear. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll crumble up a little seaweed on top. I'm going to do one here just for the picture. I got to get Taylor a picture. All right. And then we'll put some extra sesame seeds. All right. So this is what we have so far. Let's do a little bit more green onion just so we have that freshness. Y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all would eat this. This is a great snack. You could make this into a meal. If you want more healthy options at your Super Bowl party, you could do this. So far, this is what we have. Excuse me. I want my Asian seasoning, y'all. I got some Bang Bang seasoning. I'm going in. I got the Bang Bang seasoning. I got the umami ramen seasoning. Just give it a little bit of kick. And this has got some sesame seeds in it too. Completely optional, but it just gives it a little bit of more stuff. And where's the sesame seeds? And then we'll put some seaweed on top. Ooh, a little sriracha. All right. Ooh, y'all, it's coming together. All right, let's do a little bit of dollops of sriracha, maybe with each bite. And then we'll crumble a little bit of seaweed on there. All right, so we got some extra sriracha and then one piece of seaweed in the rice cooker. All right, let me crumble it out of the way and then try and put a little fresh. Don't want to cover it too much. All right, what do you all think? Y'all would eat that? I think y'all would eat that. What do we think? Looks good? You made it for the happy dance. What was the last two seasonings? This is optional. I have Bang Bang seasoning. This is Members Mark. So this is Sam's Club if you want to take a screenshot. I use this anytime, soup, ramen bowl, anything. And then this says umami ramen Japanese seasoning. So you can take a screenshot. Looks good? All right, let's take a picture. Let me move it over here. And if y'all are done, we can end it. If you want to see the onigirazu that I'm going to make for Marcus, you would eat that. Put an egg emoji in the chat. All right. And I'll do like a part 2. So this is the low carb version for mom. Let's take a picture. Oh, y'all, the sriracha's working. All right. So let's get in here. Get a picture for Taylor. Oh, y'all. Come on. Come on, right? All right, let's do one with the flash. Don't be afraid to get close up on your food. Oh yeah, and then we'll do a quick video. Oh. All right, so we made it, y'all. We made it. So when you see this go up on Foodtoktv, y'all want to see it? We made it. Okay, now I'm excited. So I'm going to show you all the onigirazu. I'm going to make a struggle version, but I'm going to show you all an option to do with this tuna salad. So let me taste one of these. We got the pictures, right? I always get nervous. Let's taste one in the cucumber boat for research purposes. Hold up. Oh my God. It tastes good and feels healthy because you have that big cucumber there. Oh my God. One more, y'all. Hold up. Okay. I don't want to stop because this one is already soggy. I'm just going to eat this. This is too much. It's like a whole mukbang. I'm going to eat this one because the seaweed is soggy. One moment. So good. Whew. I'm too happy. Okay. I'm going to move this behind me. Let me show you all a quick thing that I'm going to make for Marcus. So, never been to Japan yet. It's on my list. Next year is China, so I'll be close. If y'all want to travel with me, go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. But I'm a huge fan of the Cole family. Y'all have probably seen their cooking content. They have another kid chef, Chef Mina. And she has stolen my little heart. Another mixed family. Mom is from Japan. And so she made an onigirazu, which is basically like I'm calling it a seaweed sandwich. And it had a lot of these same ingredients. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. It had a lot of these same ingredients with an egg. Uh-oh, here I come. Oh, sorry, y'all, knocking stuff around. With a fried egg and rice. So I'm gonna make two for Marcus and I'm gonna see if we can use the tuna salad. All right, so all I'm gonna do here is fry an egg. If you have, I feel like I have sesame seeds in my teeth. No, here I come, TikTok. So just showing you all an option with the leftovers. Here we come. All right. Sorry, y'all, I gotta do this puzzle thing and it's so, I think we got it. All right, let me blow my nose, y'all. That sriracha is working and it's so good. Oh God. Woo! But it's a good one. All right. I'm just gonna put a little of the unsalted butter in here and crack an egg in here and fry an egg over like medium. All right. And we're just gonna assemble and wrap it in like a seaweed sandwich. All right. So I probably don't need all of that. Let's do two. One that I'll cut for y'all. We're just gonna fry an egg. You can do this with whatever you have on hand. If you have smoked salmon, we're gonna use this tuna salad. I'll see if I can find the video for you all while the egg is cooking so you know what I'm doing. But come on in, everybody. We're over, is that 16,000 likes? Thank you. Welcome to Foodtoktv. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We've already made an amazing Asian tuna salad. All right, let me see if I can find the recipe that came up in my feed and show you all what we're doing. Because literally the cooking is done. After this, we're just going to assemble. All right. Woo! So good. Oh my gosh. Let me just go to Google. Their channel is Cold Family Values. And they have a lot of these videos. It's onigiri or onigirazu? Okay, here it is. This is Mama Cole.
I'm sure you have heard of onigiri, which is Japanese rice balls, but these are called onigirazu. And it's called onigirazu because you don't actually make the bowl. You just lay everything and wrap it together. I'm making these for the girls' lunch, and I'm planning on making these a series. For this one, I used romaine lettuce, cucumbers, imitation crab, eggs, and rice. Now for the rice, you would just want to use short grain Japanese rice with just salt. Do not use sushi vinegar in it because that is not going to taste right. Stay tuned to see what kind of other onigirazus I'll be making for my girls. Cheers!
All right,
Well,
so
I'm
you all
sure
see, that's why I call it a seaweed sandwich. So that's what I'm going to just use with what we have. So we have an egg here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over and then do one more. Do your egg to your level of doneness. Marcus likes a little bit of a runny yolk, so I won't cook it all the way. And then I'll do one more. And then all we're going to do, I just need to get some plastic wrap. We've got the seaweed sheets, and that's why I cooked the rice. And then we're just gonna layer everything in there. Ash says, how does Marcus like his egg? Over medium. He likes it a little bit runny. So we're gonna take it out in just a moment. So that's what my mom said, cook with all of your senses. Get in there, touch it, taste it, feel it, smell it, everything. And I'm just looking, it's still a little bit jiggly. So I'm gonna cook just a little bit more and then we'll take it out. And I'll put it on this rack and do the other one. So you saw she did it with imitation crab, whatever seafood you have. We have tuna. You could do salmon, whatever you have. All right, everybody doing well? Marcus knows best. You love over medium, yeah. I don't like it runny all over, but I don't mind it a little bit jammy yolks. How does everybody like their eggs? Let us know. All right, I think this is good. Yeah, it's still giving me, when I press on it, it's not all the way hard. So I'm going to stop this one. Notice when I touch it, it's still giving a little bit. And eggs will continue to cook. So one egg is done. I'm gonna make two for him. Because like she said, she's making this for lunch. I'm packing something. After I leave you all, I'm gonna go pick up Marcus at the YMCA. He's a lifeguard there, y'all know. Super proud mom. So he's graduating this year and going to the Marines. We're very excited. Join me Monday. I'll probably be making Marine food when he works out with them. I cook for everybody. So let's do the second egg over medium. Gives you some extra protein. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. And that's gonna go inside. All right, so while this is cooking, did I even salt it? I didn't salt, did I? I'll salt, and just a little bit, because that tuna has so much flavor and the seaweed is already kind of salty. You can just kind of go plain, especially if you're using salted butter. All right, so let's let this one cook. Yes, congrats to him, absolutely. Y'all are talking, I know, I love salt too. And I can have it. I mean, if you can't have it, I understand. Use lots of herbs and other seasonings, okay? So let's get the stuff for our seaweed sandwich. All right. So we'll get a different cutting board and then plastic wrap. And I know I have some. Oh, that's aluminum foil. We'll see if this press and seal works. I don't know if it's going to work as well as plastic wrap, but we'll wrap it kind of tight. All right, let's give this a turn over. So this is just going to be a layer of whatever you want. And I can go ahead and get started on the layer. I think when Mama Cole did hers, she did hers directly on the cutting board. She has another version where she's using a little container. So I'm going to use a little container. All right. Everybody doing well? Welcome to Foodtoktv. This is the after party. We're over 17,000 likes. Thank you. All right. Let's unplug this. Let it finish. It's still just a little bit soft. We just want his egg to be to his likeness. Ladies, make sure you know how your man likes his eggs. Know how your kids like their eggs. Are y'all team scrambled over easy, boiled. Maybe y'all don't eat eggs. All right, this is feeling pretty good. So that's what my mom said. Get in there. Don't just be looking at it. Don't set it and forget it. Get in there. Get comfortable with the food. All right. So we have 2 eggs here. Yeah, that one's pretty jammy. All right, so these are gonna go inside our onigirazu. All right, so let me move the pan. So that's really all the cooking. Let's get a cutting board and we're gonna see if we can assemble these, all right? Your cat prefers scrambled eggs. Y'all are too funny. Some of y'all's cats eating better than me. Okay. So let's see, cutting board. And then you gotta go in reverse order. So we're gonna do plastic wrap first. I have this Glad press and seal. Let's see if this works. That's the first thing that I saw. And you wanna make kind of a big one because you're gonna wrap that seaweed sandwich pretty tight. All right, so let's go with this much. It's gonna overhang the cutting board and that's okay, all right? Then you want your seaweed paper, all right? So we use these in our tuna salad. They give you that nice fishy flavor, really low calorie, nice snack. Also a great low carb vehicle if you want to eat something and save on some of the rice or whatever, all right? So we're gonna put this down here. Now, I'm going to, I know it's not circular, but I'm gonna put everything in here just to make sure it stays kind of in the center. So let's go. Okay, I'm just reaching. All right, so we cooked rice. This could also be leftover takeout rice. So I'm gonna do a couple layers. Let's get the rice spatula. So any small container, square or round is fine. So I'm just going in with the rice and I'm kind of mashing it down. All right. Almost if you're making, y'all know those Spam wraps that have like rice and Spam and whatever. All right, so I mashed that down. Let's go with the egg next. Uh-oh. Put the egg down. Let's do the tuna salad. Yes, the tuna salad we just made, which has got, if you all remember in the video, she used Kewpie mayo. She used like all the other stuff that's in here. So I'm like, might as well. And this is a great way, moms, to stretch a meal. If the first day you make it in the seaweed boats, the next day you could do this. So I'm just kind of putting our tuna in here and I'm gonna spread it all over the egg. Marcus is a growing boy, so give him lots. And we'll make 2 of these, all right? So we're just doing layers. If this was clear, we would have rice, egg, and then our tuna salad. Then I'm gonna put some more rice on top. All right, just to kind of pack it in there. All right, I'm gonna stop here because I'm nervous if I'll be able to get in there. So add whatever you want. Make it smoked salmon, imitation crab, shrimp, whatever. Then once you have this, I'm just gonna carefully and quickly, you gotta commit. We're gonna dump it upside down in the middle of our seaweed, all right? Like that, all right? You gotta commit because if you get jiggy with it, you're gonna have a mess. Now let's see what happens. I'm so excited. Let me show y'all. Here we go now. All right, can y'all see? We got the egg, we got the tuna salad, we got the rice. If you're low carb, you could do this with cauliflower rice, okay? But this is cooking man food. We're giving them real rice. Then we're gonna put another one on top. Seaweed sheet on top. And then we're just going to use the plastic wrap. Uh-oh. Carefully. Kind of. To just wrap it into a ball. I don't think I did it all the way right, but kind of get it into a ball like this. And then I'm gonna cut it in half so you all can see, and then we'll do one more. I think I can do extra filling on the next one. I was just worried, but we'll make a big one. All right. All right, ready? Oh, yeah. Y'all would eat that. Y'all would eat that. Smart? You love it? Absolutely. Okay. So this is what I'm packing for Marcus. So I just want to do a cross section. So they have a nice little vehicle. We've got the plastic wrap here so he can eat it. Because remember that seaweed is going to get soggy. So this way it'll kind of hold for him. So I'm going to do, I'll probably cut both of them so he can get in there. Yeah, pretty easy. All right. So one is done. All right. One for Macho Man. All right. So one more. Y'all want to see the second one or are you done? I am so excited about this tuna salad, y'all. I'm so excited. You love it? It's perfect. The egg is raw. Marcus likes it a little bit runny yolk. So if you don't like a runny yolk, cook your egg until it's set all the way. That's the thing. You can do however you like it. If you don't like eggs, you can omit it. Thank you, Ash, for the badges. Thank you, everybody. Yes, absolutely. So you can do however you like. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to do one more. Onigirazu for Marcus again. We made the non-egg tuna salad. Absolutely. We did the low carb version here in the cucumber boat. Another option you could also do over rice. You could do with crackers. You could do however you all like. All right. So let me do this last one and then I'll let you all go. Onigirazu, plastic wrap, cutting board. All right. And you want to get bigger plastic wrap than your cutting board because you're going to need to wrap it up really well. All right. First is seaweed sheets. You can get this at your Asian grocery store or the Asian section of your regular grocery store. These came from Kroger. So they have the full size, this size. There's 2 of them. You can also do the small snack size. They're like a quarter. Y'all can't see. They're like, a little quarter. So put that down. And then we're going to get our little container. Let's pack some rice for Marcus. Macho Man. He's a 17-year-old boy and a competitive swimmer and going to the Marines. So I know when he gets off work, he will be hungry. So ladies, you can make a meal. And this is fun. Kids like it. This is a great one-handed meal. If your man likes Asian flavors, you can make this too. All right. So just plain rice, pack it in. We're going to go in with the second egg. All right. I did medium over medium. All right. So it was just fried in butter. We're going to put that down there. All right. Then we're going to go in with some tuna salad. I think we can give him extra tuna salad. All right. So we just made this today. It had coleslaw, cabbage and carrots without the dressing, but we did add mayo, sesame oil, cucumber, all of the flavors that you would put in your sushi. All right. And then we're going to top this with the last of the rice. I'm going to give it all to him because he will eat it. And this will keep in your little container. And this was just rice with a little bit butter and salt. Oof, this one is overflowing, but I think it's going to be fine. All right. So the key is, y'all, you got to pack it in there when you're doing it this way until you get good enough like Mama Cole to do it freehand. Get a little, little container like this and really pack it in so that when you go to turn it over, it stays intact. Okay. Rice, fried egg, tuna salad, and more rice. rice, baby. Let's go. All right. Doesn't have to be perfect, but once you put it down, let it go. Woo! That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks delicious. Okay. And then one more seaweed on top. So you have that salty crunch top and bottom. Seaweed sheet. Put that on top. And you can kind of pack it down if you want to. I say just use the plastic wrap because it's going to crumble. All right. I'm going to go in the corners and get it in there tight. Corners. Pull that down. Corners. And then when they go to eat it, they'll just peel away the plastic wrap. But this press and seal works good. And then you can kind of shape it into a ball if yours isn't completely round. And it's nice and heavy. You could give it just like this, but I think to make it easy, I'll cut it in half for him. And then, you know, take a napkin, give him some fruit, bottled water, so he can have a nice meal after work. All right, ready? Ah, that one's better. So you can see our yolk is a little bit runny on the inside, but nice and set. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, y'all would eat that. All right, everybody. Yeah, this is a big one. I think y'all would eat it. I think y'all would eat it. So we got 2 of these for Marcus, packed and ready. I'll put them in like a sandwich bag for him or a little container. Probably a container so they don't mess up. I'll figure it out. Maybe like a sandwich bag. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to pack this lunch for Marcus. Thank you all so much for being here. Time to feed the family. Absolutely. So make sure you feed your family. Love on your family. It's been a rough week. Some of us had snow. Some of us school is out. But I'll be back with you all next Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for all of the details. I make food and femininity content. If you're interested in relationship content, we've got an amazing guest. Coach Ken Canyon is coming to talk to me and Lucy Wednesday at 9 p.m. And then Saturday will be Lucy and I reacting to relationship content from older women's perspective. If you want something traditional, we would love to teach you. We have classes, we have courses, wife lessons start in March. I'm traveling. If you want to cruise with me in November to the Bahamas on Royal Caribbean, or our Q&A call to Ghana, if you want to get all your questions answered, is tomorrow at noon. Everything is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. All right. I'm so glad you all met me today too. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. All right. Bye everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the shares. We made it almost 20,000 likes. We are at 19.6. If you haven't tapped the screen, please tap the screen, 19.7. Tap the screen so we can end at 20,000. Y'all can do it. Come on, tap, tap, tap. Thank you all so much. Oh, you're 61? I'll be 50 this year. Tap, 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 19.8. Come on, everybody. You can do it. You can do it. I'm going to get a sandwich bag for Marcus. Come on, y'all. You can do it. And I'll show y'all for tapping. Let me show y'all what I got at the dollar store. Look at this. It's got Ziploc bags. Oh, we're over 20,000. Gallon size, all the different size Ziploc bags. So all you got to do is grab like a couple sandwich bags for him and we're good to go. It's the little things. All right, y'all did it. We made it over 20,000 likes. I'm going to pack Marcus's lunch. So I will see you all next week, or you can find me on any of my other streams. And I will wish you all a good evening. Thank you for all of the shares and the likes, and the pictures will be up. So y'all are over 21,000. Bye, y'all. All right. There we go. Oh, y'all, this came out good. I'm excited. Okay, Instagram. Okay, everybody else, here I come. Y'all know I'm over here doing the most. Let me pack this for Marcus. I got a lunchbox for him. And then if you have questions, I'll come look at your comments now. I'm going to take another bite of my tuna salad. Woo! Dad called. He's got to take Alex somewhere. And Marcus has work. So he's like, I can't be at 2 places at the same time. So I got a bottle of water for him. I got some fruit for him. Marcus likes dark chocolate. So I got some dark chocolate. Plus it gets out of the house. And I'm going to give him 2 big onigirazus. All right. Let me take this apron off. And I'll come see what y'all are saying in the chat. And then we will clean it up. Woo! That apron. All right. All right, how's everybody doing? I got a mess, but it's okay. It's a good mess. Y'all, that tuna salad is bomb. All right, hello everyone on Instagram. I see you all, so many names. If you're still watching, I will shout you out. Ah, you're welcome, Adani. You like the curls. Y'all are so funny. Y'all see everything. Y'all know today is shampoo day. Just wash and curl. That's it. Very consistent. That's what my man likes, so that's what I do. Quasia's here. Oh, Jurgen had a death in the family. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jurgen. I want to send you a little something, if you don't mind sending me a shipping address. I'm so sorry to hear that. I got bad news about an old coworker. Y'all make the most of the time that we have here. It is not promised, okay? 2 onigirazus for Marcus. I'm so sorry. Godspeed. You know, you're healing. Let me give him a napkin, y'all. Sorry, always on mom mode. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm really, really sorry. Thank you for everything you do to support Jurgen. All right. So let's see what y'all are saying. Where did I get the seasonings? Okay, so this Bang Bang, this one is Members Mark. So this one is Sam's Club. And it says limited time. But if you like it, Sabrina, inbox me and I'll put some in a little, I've got these containers. I'll ship you some for free. I have these little condiment containers. I love it. It's only 5 calories. I put this on everything. So if you want to screenshot this Bang Bang one, this one came from Sam's Club. And then this, it says Simply Asia. I don't remember, but this one is Japanese style, garlic, onion, and ginger. So if you want, inbox me an address and I'll ship you some so you can try it. All right. Duran says coleslaw in a bag is just shredded cabbage and carrots. Absolutely. Y'all, I want to eat this so bad with some seaweed. Thank you, Mrs. IDC. I'm glad y'all like the hair. Y'all see everything. Tuna skins and a cucumber drink on the side. Yes, a tuna boat. Absolutely. Yeah, Maria Carlos Santana. Y'all know. Yes, estrogen. Yeah, soy can promote estrogen. So I don't mind eating it, but it has gluten in it. So I don't give it to, it has gluten in it. So I don't eat it. I do have it. A splash is not going to kill you, but you know, especially preteen or teenage boys, when they're growing, this is not the time to give them estrogen. Maybe adult men, but not to growing boys, okay? Don't make me spit out my coffee, Maggie. What happened? I thought Auntie Jenny was complaining about the cilantro. Cilantro would be good. Cilantro would be really good. Okay, I don't understand. Did I miss it? No. Okay, y'all are talking. Oh yeah, sorry y'all. Trying to arrange everything so everybody can see. I try to position TikTok. It's hard. I got Instagram, I got TikTok, I got Facebook, YouTube, and I got like everything up. I'll see if I can do better so you all can see the food. But on Fridays, I'm supposed to be dedicated on TikTok so you all see a little bit behind the scenes. All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jurgen. Everybody doing well? Yes, a rice cooker saves waste. Absolutely. Everybody's here. Okay. I think I got all of y'all's comments. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. I'll send you some seasonings. Inbox me, Maggie the Substitute Teacher at gmail.com or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. And just remind me, because by the time I sit down, I'll forget. Just remind me seasoning samples, and I'll put these in a container. You can try them. This one is Sam's Club. Bang Bang. This one, I don't know, but it's called Simply Asia. So you can try them on me and then maybe buy them, you know, if you can find them online. All right, everybody. So I'm going to clean up. I think that's everything, y'all. Went over everything. We got the Ghana call tomorrow. Anybody's welcome. Come listen in. It's just a Zoom meeting with the travel company. Excuse me. If you've ever wanted to go to Africa, if you want to come to the motherland with me, we're going to have December to remember. We're going to meet the King of Asante. I am so excited. Would love to welcome you all to my country. And then Lucy and I have a big collab on Wednesday night. Coach Ken Canyon. I think he's on MTV. He's a relationship coach, a husband, a father, most importantly. I'm really excited. So that will be Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Y'all calling me the dancing queen. I know y'all. All right, let me let y'all go. I'm going to eat my tuna. Y'all, this is so good. I'll see you all. What is today? Friday. Yes. So tomorrow, 5 p.m., me and Lucy. I don't know what we're doing, but something. All right, y'all. Good night. Good night. Facebook, YouTube.